Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So I'm just mixing up some resin just quickly. We're just about done. I thought I'll turn the camera on because what we're going to be doing today is doing these cute little trinket molds that I've got, little balls. And I just thought, oh, wouldn't they be really nice to hold like little bits and pieces when I'm doing cards? So that's what we're doing. So I'm just using this electric mixer. Have to admit, amazing, love it. As most of you know, I have a lot of trouble with my hands due to arthritis, and yeah, I have to say this is fab. So if I can find, well, I will be able to find, I will try and remember to leave a link for you down in the description box below for if you're wanting it. So it's just a handheld one. You can buy like automatic ones from places like Resin and stuff. This is just a non-branded cheap one, and yeah, absolutely love it. Love it. So I thought I'd start the video off today showing you me doing it. Now, you know when your resin is fully mixed, when you don't have any strings left. So this is still cloudy. So it needs probably another minute or so mixing time. But when your resin becomes crystal clear, that is when you know it is ready to go. But even though I am using this mixer, I will still go in and give it a really good stir because I still need to get up from around the sides and stuff. So yeah, right, okay, I'm gonna leave that there and I'm gonna exchange it. Let me just grab a cup just to pop this in so we don't waste, so that doesn't go everywhere. Just gonna, and it's really good, she says. Oh, there we go. I didn't want to hit the camera, but it's really good. That bit comes off, which is fantastic. Now I do have, I'm using a spatula one today, so I'm going to mix the rest of this in. So it only needs a couple of minutes, like another minute. But we'll just get scraping those sides, and as you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera. So because I've scraped those sides, it's become quite cloudy again and sort of string-like. So that's why you still need to mix it, but all the hard work has been done for me using that. Now I don't know how much I'm going to need for these, so I do have a couple of molds on hand that I would like to use as well. So just really stirring them up, like I say, giving it a really good mix. Right. I do have a McDonald's smoothie. I got the mango and pineapple one. So I've got that as a nice refreshing drink. So I need to make sure that I don't mix it in with my resin. So really, ideally, when you're doing resin, don't have drinks on the table, just in case. Also, make sure you are in a well ventilated area. I have my doors open, so that, yeah, there's not going to be any. As soon as I did that again, another string popped up. So it really is a good idea to make sure that you definitely do mix after. Now I've got this mold again, if I can find it. I got it actually from my wholesaler, and I loved it, and I didn't realize one side is matte and one side is is shiny. So I'm excited like to have a go at that. So if we do have any resin left over, then we're going to pour a couple of molds. Now I am going to just grab how do I open this? Some paper cups. Okay, and I'm just going to split these up. That's a plain going overhead. So I've mixed up 6.5 ounces, which is about 200 mils of resin. And we're just going to pour some in there. just going to do one at the minute, and there's something in there and I don't know what it is. I've got a lollipop stick here, so we'll get that out. Like I said, have no idea what that is, but we don't want it in there. Now I'm going to split this up again, only because I want some clear and I want to mix some with mica. So I've got my micas off to the side here. Let's have a look. Oh, what about this pink? Yeah, right, do you know what, I'm going to use all of that because why not. And I want to see if I can get sort of a nice crackle effect on these. So mixing that in. Now when you're mixing mica powders in, you really want to give it a good mix to break all that powder down. Now this did go in clumps, so I'm just going to squish it against the side and just keep stirring that. Now there doesn't seem to be that much in there, so what other, oh, do you know what, I think I have another bit of it, some very similar. Right, let's use that because I do want it to be, oh, nice, more opaque, so I don't want to be able to see my stick. There we go. So we've got that in. Again, just really giving it a good mix. I don't know whether or not to add something else in, like maybe an alcohol ink one. Do you know what, I think I'm going to, so we'll do both the dishes the same. So let's add a bit more of our resin. Okay, and I think that I definitely do have way too much, and in the same container I do have the alcohol inks as well. Let's move that a second and let's have a look. Oh, a nice, oh, do I want pink or purple? I've got a deep pink. No, right, let's go with purple. So I'm going to go with the purple. So let's squeeze that in, and then I'm just going to grab another stick, and then we're going to just mix that in. Okay. Oh, that is a lovely colour. So we've got transparent mica and we also have clear as well. So giving that a really good mix in, a really good stir. Okay. Like that. Now, I have no idea where I've put my alcohol, my rubbing alcohol. But never mind. Right, there we go. Okay, so that's looking good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off, I didn't really need to put this in, with some clear first. Okay. And then I'm going to go with a bit of the mica. Next. Okay, then a bit of this one, and this one. Hopefully I've got enough, a little bit more in there, and then the mica again. Oh, look at that, that one is done, and then mica in that one as well. So I do have some left. What I am going to do is, I want it to end with the clear, but I'm just going to go under that edge because you can actually see that there is some bubbles and we don't want bubbles. Right, okay, I can just, I'm going to top this up just a touch more. Right, there we go. So with what's left, I'll move that out the way. I'll do something else with that in probably in another video. But what I'm going to do is we're going to make one of these paws. I'm thinking though we might actually have enough for 2. So put a bit of clear in. And then I'm going to, I don't know if you can hear that, but the lady is snoring her head off. Okay, and there's that one. And then let's do the other side. Doesn't need to be completely filled up. I'm just gonna pop some more in there like that. Right. She's really snoring today. Okay. And then pour this one in, and then we're gonna see what how these look together. Okay. Right, and then we're just gonna get all of that extra out, and then I'll just leave these to dry on these cups, and then I'll be able to reuse them. So, well, I'm hoping to. I've seen other people be able to reuse yeah. So actually, do you know what, we've got enough to completely, I think, to fill these. Last little bit. No idea what's going to happen with these. I don't know whether I'll get the crackle effect or what, but we will see. I'm just going to stir that just so it looks a little bit nicer. And then we do have a little bit of clear left, so I am going to pop that in, and then we'll come back on demold and have a look to see. Oh wow, lady, I mean, come on, honestly. There we go. How cool is that? So there we have it. I will see you guys back here on demold in just a second. Right, okay, we are back. If you hear anything in the background, I am just doing some printing, so the printer is going off. But I couldn't wait. I need to do these. So let's have a look at them. So one thing I can definitely say is my table is now level, so I don't have to use the leveling boards unless I move them around in the studio. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Now these are going to be little trinket trays, so I'm just going to release that edge. And if I can find these molds, I will, and I'll leave a link to them. Oh, that looks so nice. That is definitely my colours. I can smell gas. And I know I haven't got gas in here, but I wonder if it's from ICI. Anyway, sorry about that. I was telling my husband yesterday I could smell gas. Okay, so yeah, they are absolutely gorgeous. And do you know what? They pretty much came out the same. Now you can see why I haven't mixed some of the mica powder very well. Let me see if I can zoom in so you can see. Can you see? So it hasn't been mixed very well. However, I do like that spottiness. They are gorgeous, and they are definitely going to sit on my desk for yeah, for me to put embellishments and bits in, because they're just fab. I love them. Right, okay, so that's them. And then I wanted to see this. So we've got one side is matte and one side is shiny. So we'll do this one first. And we're gonna, oh my goodness, how cute is that? I'm not really a matte person, but that is gorgeous. And I think we can definitely do something with these. I might turn them into key rings. Oh, and that one's so cute. Do you know what? I think I actually prefer the matte one in these colours, but they both look equally beautiful. How amazing is that? Oh, I love that mould. Again, if I can find it, because I did get them from my wholesalers. So you've got to buy in bulk to buy them. Yeah. But if you're interested in them, I can always just sell them on my website. They're going to be really cheap, so let me know if I can't find them. Let me know if you'd like to get them off the website, because these would end up being something like £2.99 each, and then these would be about £2.70 each. So yeah, let me know if it is something you are interested in. But let's do something with these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my acrylic markers. So let me zoom you out again. Right, please bear with me. It's trying to get used to this new camera. So every time we get a new camera, you've just got to, yeah, it's working out all the features again. Okay, so I do have a metallic, I think this has silver on, if I remember rightly, but I think this might be nice in here, so keeping it pink. Okay, yeah, oh, I like that. Now I'm going to do this exact same thing to both of them so that you see them. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, that's lovely. Now I'm thinking as well, maybe, I don't know whether to colour them in or whether to leave it, because yeah, I'm just going to put another coat on. So I'm sort of torn now with what I want to do, because do I want to add anything else to them? I do need to trim them, so I'm going to grab my deburring tool, and I want my I think they're behind me, just sort of looking, trying to work out yeah, nail files. So I'm just going to go around the edge. Oh, now that it's gone very brittle, and I don't know why. So I'm going to use my what do you call it, what's this called, nail file, to do those edges instead. And then what I'm going to do is we will just rub some UV resin on, which will disguise that edge, so it'll just go back shiny. But yeah, we're just going to do it with this, and it's just getting those sharp bits off. Okay, and then I think I need my drill. We'll put a little hole in, and then I'll put like a little loop in, and we'll turn it into a keychain. So like I say, we will get rid of that edge that doesn't look very nice. We'll just I will grab the UV resin, and yeah, we'll go from there. All I'm going to do is just rub the UV resin on and then cure it. That's it. So let's do the same with this one. I'm wondering if my that needs sharpening, not sharpening, a new blade in. I think it does, because I've never changed it and I've used it on so many things, so I think that's what's happening. So I will have to get my new blades out and do that, but it's really easy just to do with a nail file, or you can use a knife, but really please do be careful. And then I'm just going to go and get rid of all those little tufty bits. Don't know what you call them, but it seems like the right word. Like this. I love them. I love them. Right, okay. Just again. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and grab my drill. And I'm going to grab the few bits that we need. Just going to put that in there for now, because I don't have a bin yet in here. I've got like a black bag, so I need to buy a bin. But I love them. I think they look so sweet, and I think just as they are, they will look really, really nice. And I know exactly what colour thing we're going to do. So let me go and grab the few bits that I need to finish these off, and then we'll finish them off together. Right, I'm back. So I have my drill here. So let's get that out. I just have it in this little pencil case. Oh, I forgot I had those stones in there. Anyway, getting distracted. So let me plug it in. I'm now able to oh, hang on, what do I need to unplug? I don't know what that is. So oh, that's the camera, so don't unplug the camera, unplug the light. Right. Oh, and then I just thought we want to do resin, UV resin as well, so I need to grab that and some gloves, so we'll do that in a second. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn this on, and I'm just going to start a little hole there. There's one, and then we're going to do exactly the same to the other side. And there's two. So it's as simple as that. Really, really easy. So then let me grab my UV resin. We are literally just using it for smearing it around. So I think this one should be fine. However, I do need some gloves. I'll just wear the ones my dad got me for this part, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. Now, I haven't opened this UV resin yet, but when I say we're only going to use a tiny amount, we are only going to use a tiny amount. Right, before I do this though, I am going to unplug my drill because we don't need that anymore, and I am going to pop the lamp back in. Right, okay, so let's get the lamp set up, and literally all I'm going to do is, I might get a paintbrush actually, because I think a paintbrush is probably going to be a lot better for this. Just open this up. Now this is soft type. I haven't got a clue the difference between all of the different UV resins yet. So I've just put a tiny amount on, and all we're doing is I'm just using it around the edges. So I bought the Hivers for, oh, I can't say it. Yeah, that one. And that is for when you're top coating, because it's nice and thick. Hard type is where it's well, that's self-explanatory, it's hard, but I've never used the soft type. So I'm going to fill that hole in as well while we're there and get rid of it. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy the soft type and have a play. So I'm assuming that it is flexible. So that's what I'm thinking the soft type is. Now, as you can see, I'm just using my finger to smooth that around, like so. Okay. Oh, my paintbrush is broke. Excellent. Luckily I picked that one up. And then I'm just going to put that under for about 5 minutes. So as simple as that. Oh, we need to do that side as well. So that is literally all I'm doing to tidy up that edge. And it really does work a treat. Right, now this has broke, so I just need another glove. I forgot we did both. Now if I'd done these properly, then we wouldn't have to do this, but we didn't. So I'm just going to dump some on, put it on there like that, get rid of that, and then we're just going to use our finger to go all the way around and just make sure that we've covered the whole of the back of that, like so, so that it tidies that edge up. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe off the excess like so, and then pop it underneath the light. So there, that's it. That's literally it. That's how we've sorted that. So that can go away now. And then when that's cured, I've got my little bits in my new embellishment tray. We have got these gorgeous rose gold heart key rings. I've got some pink chain. I've also got 2 tassels. One is going to have a butterfly and one is going to have a paw, and then I've also got the 2 eyelets as well to go in. So that is what we are doing. What I'll do, we'll have one for each. I think the purple can have a butterfly, the other one can have a paw print, so that we can make them up. Now I do need, oh look at that, I have pliers, they were in with the bag. I'm only going to do 2, 4, 6, we'll do 7, so I'll at least get these set up. So 7 bits of chain. I found this pink chain actually when I was tidying up the studio, and I was so pleased. I was like really pleased with it. So let's do the same with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just aluminium chain, but it is big enough so that I can use it for keychains. And I thought, what better than to have a nice colourful one. Now, I don't have any pink jump rings, but what I do have is I do have some pink links. So I'm going to see if we can get away with doing the pink links. So that can go up there like so. Make sure when you're doing this you close your links up perfectly, and then let's see if I can do it again. So I'm just working with what I've got. Okay, I'm not sure, but we will try it. And then you can go under there. And then again, we're just going to close that up now. Hang on, try that again. Don't. In there. There we go. And they have worked beautifully. And then, yeah, really nice. So let's do the same with the other one while they're setting. So I'm going to put them in again for another 2 minutes. So, and look at that. I'll have 2 links left when we're done. So I definitely got enough. I do have more of this chain. I only brought like a small amount over. Okay, I'm going to close that up. Perfect. And then let's do the same here. Okay, that can go in next, don't need that now. And then we're going to put the little tassel on, so that can go there. And again, there we go, put that back on for another 2 minutes, and then they should be ready to go. Okay, that was a bit fiddly, that one, but it's done. Okay, right, while that's happening, let us get rid of our bits and pieces that we no longer need. So I'm just gonna pop my little drill away. Best thing I bought, so thank you again, Naomi. I think I'm going to be thanking her for the rest of my life with this drill. So she had bought one and she'd mentioned to me about it, and I was like, ooh, yeah, okay, I will do. So I bought one anyway. Oh, best thing I've ever done. Yeah, absolutely love it. So thank you, Naomi, for that. Much better than the hand drill. My hand drill kept breaking. Well, the little drill bits kept breaking, but they are cheap drill bits, and I guess you get what you pay for. So right, I'm gonna have a bit of my coffee. Gorgeous. Now they are still a little tacky, so what I'm gonna do now, the way to get, if you use UV resin and it's still tacky after 5 minutes of being underneath the light, then hot soapy water is your best friend. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to use a wipe, and then later when I go in the house, I will do it with soapy water then. So, not much longer. But yeah, I've been having a play, because I'm now finally in the studio, we can play. I need to really focus on my other channel, but I really wanted to do resin. Really wanted to do it, so we're doing it. Just about done. So when this is done, it'll have had, they've had 6 minutes, which is plenty. The other thing that I'll do actually is I'll just leave them outside because it is a bright sunny day, and UV resin is gorgeous for finishing off. But it's my first time using, just gonna stick that in like so. There we go. And then I'm going to grab the end of this, and I'm just going to open that up, and we're going to pop that on, and there you have it. There is our keyring. How gorgeous is that? I know exactly who to give that one to. So I'm just going to do the same with this, but like I say, I'm just taking the tackiness off, but I am going to just leave them outside just in case. I haven't fully cured them, but I mean, it just makes the back look so much better. So let's do the same with this one. So I do need my little thingamajig, so I'll pop that in. So I only drill it so far, so halfway, and then the rest of the way I sort of screw this in. There we go. And then we're going to take our end link here, like so, and we're just going to pop that on there, and there we have it. So there you have it, guys. That is our video for today. So we've made two beautiful charms. I love them, they're so cute, and two little embellishment dishes for my desk. I love them. Do you know what? Oh, it's a shame they don't sort of stack in each other, because I was thinking 6 of them. Might make 6 anyway. Oh, oops, I've just broken it. Oh, what is wrong with my resin? Anyway, don't do that. Don't try and force it. So I only have one embellishment dish now. I can't believe I've just done that. But I'm not going to waste this. I think I'm going to break this up and we'll put it in some more resin. But I think it might be how I've stored my resin the last few days, because that's quite brittle. So yeah. Anyway, don't be me. The best thing to do with your resin is not touch it for a good 48 hours. But there you go. Anyway, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll come back on, we'll do something with the broken bits. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you again, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.